Altadena resident Demitri Camperos has just finished walking hundreds of miles, turning heartbreak into hope after losing his home in the Eaton fire. It really is. Camperos set out on foot from Altadena to Paradise, another California town recovering from devastating wildfires.
Demitri just finished his walk and he joins us live this morning from Paradise. It's so good to see you.
Hey.
So good to see you guys again. Hello. Good morning.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So we talked with you.
Much.
We've talked with you along this journey. What does it now mean for you to finally be in Paradise?
It is cathartic. You know, you spend so much time on the road. It took 33 days, in fact, and you're just on your own. You're by yourself, walking in solitude, and you get little phone calls here and there from Paradise and different people who are excited to link up. But for the most part, it's just you. And then you finally make it to town. You're just bombarded by love and joy from an entire group of people who are so excited to welcome you and talk about their stories. It's been overwhelming in the best way.
Wow. Okay, so what stands out for you throughout this journey? It's been a long one. Like, were there physical moments? I know we kept asking you, did your feet hurt? Was there a person you met along the way that really stood out? What's like the highlight reel?
Oh my gosh. I mean, one night I stayed with a retired dairy farmer, 70 years old. His grandfather started his cow industry. He retired and passed it on to his son. He took me in for the night, and in the next morning, I got to see his 4,500 cows and just get a glimpse at everything. You know, it's little stories like that that weren't on the bingo board at all. And I think if I can share one bit of like a lesson or anything to anybody out there, people are so good and so kind. You know, if you give them the chance, they are going to pull over, give you a water bottle, say, how are you doing? It really blew me away every single time it happened because I never expected it.
I'm so shocked in 2025, people are still just letting you in their house. What did you say to that man? How did you explain you needed somewhere to stay for the night?
Well, to be fair, I had met, it was with an app online. He's a cyclist, and I used a cycling app to sort of reach out to people in smaller towns that don't necessarily have hotels. So it wasn't like super spontaneous, but still, he did not have to show me his cows. He didn't have to show me anything fun like that. I think when you share this idea of walking many, many miles and many days to raise fire awareness, the first reaction you get is, oh, this guy's crazy. But then, like, once they kind of peel back the layers a little bit, it's like, oh, there's actually an interesting story of spirit there. And I think that's resonated with quite a few people.
Well, I think what you're saying, too, is what most of us want to believe, is that humanity is good, and that, right? And I think we've all kind of put ourselves in these little buckets and siloed ourselves. So to do something like this and now have your faith in humanity restored, I'm very happy for you and that you're sharing that. But you are now in Paradise with a purpose. You're going to be meeting with people there. Who's on the agenda? How long do you plan to stay?
So the biggest thing today, from 9 to 11, there's a town hall meeting that the mayor set up, Mayor Crowder. There is going to be police department members and firefighters who were there 7 years ago, talking about their account of how things happened. And I'm just thrilled to be able to get a sense of those firsthand accounts from people who were truly there, and maybe even greet other people, other town members who may want to share their stories at this event. That's the biggest thing that I'm really looking forward to. And then all throughout the day, people, even yesterday when I arrived, people were just kind of whisking me from place to place. Oh, you've got to try this sandwich. You got to go here. There's this ice cream. And, I was so overwhelmed with just the sheer love and joy that people were emanating and radiating. I'm an extrovert by nature, but even I was like, just stunned by the reaction. And, I'm sure today will be kind of more of the same. I'll say this, my energy was very low, and like emotionally I was just like all over the place, but the spirit was through the roof. And I think if your spirit is up there, you can accomplish anything, even if your body is just super exhausted.
Oh, well, before we let you go, we want to know how the rebuilding process is going for you back in Altadena. I'd also imagine that this is like a positive distraction from all you've lost.
Absolutely, yeah. My parents, who really lost the most in terms of my own family and relations, they had a house of 30 years. We'd always have Thanksgiving gatherings and big parties and things of that nature. They did get their permit approved, and they have locked in a blueprint. My mother's been kind of excited because she wants to make the old house a little better, right? I can finally change this, I can finally tweak that. Finding some way to sort of find this devastation to be a little bit of a silver lining has been incredible in terms of everybody's emotional health and well-being. And I think seeing that finally, like those little steps, a blueprint, picking out windows and things like that, they go such a long way in terms of healing from something as awful as this.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you're finding those moments and your people. And Demitri, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and enjoy your time in paradise.
Thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Good to see you.